Hey guys, can you hear me? Alright, we have a shot on the one. It's right there. The cue ball's right here. The two ball's right in front of me to the left. You can see a piece of it right there. Let's go on to the six. The six is probably going to be shot in the side, and the five is probably going to be shot in this corner down here, and that's because of where the four is. The four is most likely going in this corner, so we're going to have to draw just about 5 inches to get a long straight-in shot on the five, and that'll leave me right on the six. That's as fast as I can do it for you. If you didn't catch that, go back and look at it again. It's the 1-5-6 rule. The one's right here. We have a clear shot on it. 6 is right there. 5's right there. 4 is right here. 3's right there, and a 2's right there. It didn't go according to plan, but instead of getting fancy and letting the cue ball loose, and this is a big lesson for you guys who are good and want to get better, it's best to stay in control and take perhaps a long straight-in shot on the object ball instead of doing something you're not sure of where the cue ball is going. So let's proceed to this. I have to draw this ball left hand bottom English to draw off this end rail and back up for a shot on the two. So I get there, but what happens here is I have an angle here. The cue ball is closer to the rail than the two ball. So I'm going to go down to this end rail and come back up. And I am flirting with disaster here and getting behind this six. But I decided to take my chance instead of trying to draw this ball and not really sure if I'm going to be banging into the 5 or the 7 or just cut. Again, don't cut the cue ball loose. And if you're not confident on long straight-in shots, just practice them. Nothing will straighten your stroke better and faster than practicing a whole lot of long straight-in shots. Now here's an interesting shot. I'm trying to get straight in on the 4 so I can come back and shoot this 5 in this corner. But the problem is we have a little bit of an angle here. I could bounce off this rail and put left-hand English, left-hand top and try to bounce off it. But I'm more confident with the draw shot here, so I draw back a little bit, about 5 inches below where it's at right now, and take this long straight-in shot on the 4 instead of getting stupid. Now I'm not straight in on this 4, so I have to go to the long rail here and bounce up. And the problem here is it hits the 5 and slows it down, so I don't get close to the 5, and I have to settle for another long straight-in shot on the 5. But once I get through this, it's back to the plan. I have an angle here. I know this might look straight in, and that's just because of the camera angle. So if I draw this ball, it's going to go up behind the 6, and I'm going to have to shoot the 6 in this bottom corner down here. And that's fine. Just poke in the 6, maybe with a little bit of draw to kill it. And I should be straight in on the 6. A little too much draw there. I didn't want to bang into the 7. But this is straight in, so I'm just poking this ball in, and it's a natural angle on the 8, and just come to this side rail and just bounce off this side rail and shoot the 8 in the corner, and I should be straight in on the 9. So the lesson here is don't cut the cue ball loose. Don't try to do something that you're not sure where the cue ball is going. It's best to take a long straight-in shot instead of trying to be fancy here, and you're just winning the game. And this is a big lesson to pool players. The pros make it look simple because they're not trying to do crazy stuff. They're not cutting the cue ball loose. Number one rule, if you want to progress your game from confident to really, really good, don't cut the cue ball loose. Peace, y'all.
We really didn't care. It was all about escaping all the pain of everyday life. You have cliques in there, you have the guys at the bar, and they're all talking about their jobs and their wives and just how miserable they are and all their bills and stuff like that. We weren't there for that. It was all about escaping that. Even though there's no future in any of it, but we could deal with that tomorrow. Today was today, and there's a real romance involved with all of it, and I think that's what kept me coming back. That romance.